My wife said, "I'm taking the kids to live with my boyfriend." I said, "Good luck." Then I called her parole officer about the violation. She forgot she wasn't allowed to leave the state. I, 35 male, am sitting in my lawyer's office right now, waiting for him to finish reviewing custody paperwork. My kids are at my mom's house, safe and confused, but handling it okay. My wife Tara, 33, is currently in county lockup. Let me explain how we got here. 2 days ago, Thursday evening, I came home from work to find suitcases in the hallway. Not mine, my kids' stuff. Their favorite toys, clothes, even their tablets packed up. My daughter Lily, 7, and son Jamie, 5, were sitting on the couch looking confused. Tara walked out of our bedroom with another suitcase. Didn't even look at me. "We need to talk," she said. Clearly. "I'm done pretending this is working. Brett and I are getting a place together. I'm taking the kids." Brett, her workout buddy from the gym, the one she swore was just a friend, the one whose texts she'd hide, the one she was with during her evening classes that somehow never gave her any college credits. "Where?" I asked, surprisingly calm. "His cousin has a rental property. Nice place, good schools." "Where, Tara?" She rolled her eyes. "Does it matter?" "About 4 hours north, across the state line." My stomach dropped, but not for the reason she thought. I kept my face neutral. "When are you planning to leave?" "Tonight. Brett's picking us up in an hour." I looked at my kids. They were watching cartoons, trying to pretend none of this was happening. "Good luck," I said. She stopped, stared at me. "That's it? Good luck? What do you want me to say? You've clearly made up your mind. I expected you to fight for your family." "My family? You're leaving me for another man and taking my kids. What family?" She huffed, went back to packing. I walked to my home office, closed the door, and made a phone call. "Officer Morrison? This is Conrad Wells. Tara's husband. Yeah, she's about to violate. Planning to leave the state tonight. Yes, with the children. I have the address." See, here's what Tara forgot in her excitement about her new life. She's on parole. 18 months ago, Tara got caught writing bad prescriptions. She was working as a dental assistant and thought she was smarter than everyone else. Forged scripts for painkillers, sold them to friends. Got caught when a pharmacist noticed the same dentist's signature looked different on multiple scripts. She got lucky. First offense, good lawyer that I paid for, sympathetic judge. 2 years probation, 18 months parole, stayed sentence. Conditions included monthly check-ins with parole officer, no leaving the state without written permission, random drug tests, maintaining stable residence and employment. She'd been good about it. Officer Morrison even praised her progress last month. Said she might get early termination in 6 months if she kept it up. Guess that plan's shot now. I went back to the living room. Tara was zipping up the last bag. "Kids, go play in your room for a bit," I said. "But Daddy." "Please, Lily, just for a little while." They went. Tara glared at me. "Don't try to turn them against me." "I'm not." "But Tara, have you thought this through? Really thought about it? Brett loves me. He loves the kids. We're going to be a real family. And your obligations here." She waved her hand dismissively. "I'll figure it out, transfer supervision or whatever. Morrison likes me. You need permission to leave the state. It's just a few hours away. Stop trying to control me." A car honked outside. Brett in his lifted truck, of course. "That's our ride," she said, grabbing bags. I helped her load them. Even met Brett, shook his hand. He looked uncomfortable. "No hard feelings, man," he said. "Just how things work out sometimes." "Sure, Brett. Good luck with everything." Tara got the kids. They hugged me, confused why Daddy wasn't coming on the trip. I told them I loved them, to be good, I'd see them soon. Then they left. I waited exactly 30 minutes. Enough time for them to get on the interstate. Then I called Morrison again. "They just left? Black Ford F-150, license plate I texted you. Said they're heading to a place about 4 hours north, across state lines." "You did the right thing, Conrad. This is a clear violation. I'll handle it." I poured myself a drink and waited. The call came at 11:47 p.m. "Morrison. Conrad, we have her in custody. Stopped them about 45 minutes from the border. She's being processed now." "The kids?" "CPS has them temporarily, but as the non-offending parent with no criminal record, you can pick them up anytime." "And Brett?" "Released. No warrants, no violations, just wrong place, wrong time." Though he seemed pretty shocked to learn about her parole status. I'll bet he was. Drove to get my kids at midnight. They were scared, confused, tired. The CPS worker was kind, explained Mommy had to go with the police, but Daddy was here now. In the car, Lily asked, "Why did the police take Mommy?" "She broke some rules, sweetheart. Important rules." "Is she in trouble?" "Yes." "Big trouble?" "Pretty big." Jamie fell asleep in his car seat. Lily stared out the window. "Daddy, are you sad?" Was I? Relieved, maybe. Disappointed, angry, but sad? "A little bit, baby, but we're going to be okay." "Brett was weird," she said quietly. "He said we couldn't call you Daddy anymore, said he was going to be our new dad." And there it was, the rage I'd been pushing down, but I kept my voice level. "No one will ever replace me as your dad, Lily. Ever." "Good. I don't like Brett." "Smart kid." Now I'm here, waiting for my lawyer to draft emergency custody papers. Tara's in jail awaiting her parole violation hearing. She's looking at serving the rest of her original sentence, 18 months. Maybe more with the new charges: attempted custodial interference, child endangerment for trying to take them during commission of a crime. Her one phone call? Not to me. To her mom, who then called me screaming about how I set her up and ruined her life. No, she ruined her own life when she decided the rules didn't apply to her. Again. Update 1. The entitlement has reached astronomical levels. Tara's been in jail for a week. Her parole violation hearing was yesterday. But before I get to that circus, let me tell you what's been happening. First, Brett. Poor stupid Brett. He showed up at my house the day after Tara's arrest. Not aggressive, just pathetic. "Bro, I had no idea she was on parole." "Really? Dating a woman for months and she never mentioned her criminal record?" "She said she had some legal trouble, but it was sorted. I thought maybe like a DUI or something." "Prescription fraud. Felony. She was selling pills." His face went white. "She told me it was a misunderstanding with her old boss." "Brett, can I ask you something? Did she tell you we were separated?" He looked at his feet. "Said you were getting divorced, that you were emotionally abusive, that you controlled all the money. We've never filed for separation, never discussed divorce until she announced she was leaving, and I control the money because she's a felon who committed fraud." Jesus Christ. "How long?" "What? How long have you been sleeping with my wife?" "About 4 months. 4 months. While I was driving her to parole meetings, while I was supporting her through recovery, while I was raising our kids and keeping our family together. Brett, I'm going to give you some free advice. Run. Run far and fast. Don't look back." He left. Haven't seen him since. Now the hearing, Tara's public defender, she couldn't afford her lawyer anymore, tried to paint this as a misunderstanding. Said Tara thought she had permission to travel for family emergencies. The prosecutor shut that down quick. No emergency was documented. No permission was requested. She was leaving permanently, not visiting. She involved minor children in the commission of her violation. Officer Morrison testified. Professional, factual. Explained how I'd called to report the violation, how they'd tracked the vehicle, how Tara became combative during the stop. Oh yeah, didn't mention that part. Tara didn't go quietly. Started screaming about her rights. Tried to prevent the officers from taking the kids. Even shoved Morrison. Added resisting arrest and assault on a peace officer to her charges. But the best part was when Tara testified. Her story changed 3 times. 1, first, she didn't know she couldn't leave the state. 2, then, she thought she had verbal permission. 3, finally she claimed I tricked her into leaving Horth. The judge stopped her. "Mrs. Wells, are you suggesting your husband forced you to leave the state with your boyfriend?" "He manipulated the situation. He knew I wanted to leave and didn't stop me." "Did he encourage you to leave?" "No, but did he help you pack?" "Yes." Did he threaten you if you didn't leave?" "No." "Then how exactly did he trick you?" She started crying. Not sad tears, angry tears. "He called my PO. He set me up." The judge's response was perfect. "Mrs. Wells, you set yourself up when you chose to violate parole. Your husband reporting a crime is not entrapment, it's civic duty. The result? Parole revoked, must serve remainder of original sentence, 18 months, additional 6 months for resisting an assault. Will be evaluated for custodial interference charges. 2 years. Minimum. Could be more if the DA pursues the other charges." Her mom was there, stood up in court yelling about injustice until she was removed. Kept screaming that I was stealing her grandchildren. After court, Tara's lawyer pulled me aside. Your wife wants to discuss custody arrangements. I laughed. Actually laughed. She's going to prison for 2 years minimum. What custody? She still has parental rights, which she can exercise through supervised visits once she's eligible. If she's eligible, I'm filing for full custody with no visitation until she completes her sentence and gets a psychological evaluation. That's harsh. Harsh? She tried to kidnap my kids while committing a felony. She told them another man would be their new dad. She's lucky I'm not pushing for termination of rights. He had nothing to say to that. But the real entertainment came from Tara's family. Her sister Lisa started a Facebook campaign, Justice for Tara. Said I was an abusive husband who weaponized the legal system against a mother trying to protect her children. Protect them from what? Their stable home? Their father? Their school and friends? The posts got maybe 12 likes. Most comments were people asking for clarification. When Lisa explained Tara was on parole and tried to leave state with her boyfriend, the support dried up quick. One comment stands out: so she's a criminal who tried to kidnap her kids to live with her side piece, and you want us to feel sorry for her? Lisa deleted the page after that. Then came the letters. Tara's allowed to write from jail. The first one arrived yesterday. 4 pages of delusion. I'm a monster for calling her P.O. Brett was her true love and I destroyed it. The kids need their mother. She's going to sue for full custody when she gets out. I'm going to pay for this. God will judge me. I gave it to my lawyer. He added it to the file. Said it helps our case. Shows no remorse, no accountability, still making threats. The kids are doing okay. They ask about mommy. I told them she broke some important rules and has to go to timeout for grown-ups. They seem to accept that. Kids are resilient. Lily did ask, is it a long timeout? Pretty long, baby. Did she do something really bad? She made some bad choices. Like when she was taking those pills? I froze. What pills, honey? The ones she kept in her jewelry box. She said they were special vitamins, but I couldn't tell you. My 7-year-old knew. And Tara made her keep secrets from me. That's when I decided, supervised visits only. Forever. A mother who makes her child keep secrets about drugs doesn't get unsupervised access. Called my lawyer immediately. He said to get Lily to a child psychologist ASAP to document this. Another nail in Tara's custody coffin. Meanwhile, I'm juggling work, kids, and legal meetings. My mom's been a godsend, helping with school runs and dinners. My boss has been understanding about the time off I've needed. Life's actually calmer. No more walking on eggshells. No more wondering where Tara really is. No more pretending everything's fine for the kids. Sure, single parenting is hard, but it's easier than co-parenting with a criminal narcissist. Next update will probably be after the custody hearing. Lawyer says it's a slam dunk given the circumstances, but you never know. One thing I do know, Tara thought she could just take my kids and start a new life. Instead, she's starting a new life in a 6x8 cell. Play stupid games. Win stupid prizes. Update 2, I thought the crazy would die down with Tara locked up. I was wrong. So wrong. First, the custody hearing. Slam dunk doesn't even describe it. My lawyer walked in with police reports from the arrest, Tara's parole violation records, Lisa's Facebook posts, thanks for documenting the crazy sis, Lily's therapy records about the secret pills, character references from teachers, neighbors, my employer, Tara's jail letters threatening me. Tara appeared via video link in an orange jumpsuit. She'd gotten her mom to hire a new lawyer, some ambulance chaser who thought he could paint me as the villain. His argument? I orchestrated her imprisonment to steal the children. The judge actually stopped him mid-sentence. Counselor, are you suggesting Mr. Wells forced your client to violate parole? He created circumstances. Yes or no? Did he force her to leave the state? No, but did he force her to resist arrest? No. Then what exactly is your argument? The lawyer fumbled about emotional manipulation and parental alienation. Meanwhile, Tara was getting agitated on screen, whispering frantically to someone off camera. Then she exploded, started yelling at the judge about how the system protects abusers and she had to save her babies. The court officer had to mute her. The judge's ruling, full legal and physical custody to me. Tara gets supervised visitation only after completing her full sentence, parenting classes, psychological evaluation, drug and alcohol assessment, No overnight visits for minimum 1 year post-release. She pays child support from prison wages, about $40 per month. Tara lost it. Even muted, you could see her screaming, gesturing wildly. They had to remove her from the video room. Her mom stormed out of court, shouting about appeals. Her lawyer quietly told mine he'd be withdrawing from the case. But here's where it gets really interesting. Remember Brett? Turns out he wasn't just some random gym bro. He was married. Married. His wife Valerie showed up at my door last week with a box of stuff. "I think these belong to your wife," she said. The box had clothes, jewelry, perfume, some photos of Tara and Brett, and a tablet. "She left this in Brett's truck. Thought you might want it for evidence or whatever." I invited her in for coffee. Turns out Brett had been spinning his own web of lies. Told Valerie he was working overtime, going to sports events with buddies, visiting sick relatives, all while spending time with Tara. "How did you find out?" I asked. When he came home that night, shaking like a leaf, told me everything. How the cops pulled them over, how Tara was on parole, how there were kids involved. He was terrified he'd get arrested too. "Is he still terrified?" She snorted. "He's terrified of the divorce. I took him for everything. The house, his truck, half his 401k, cheating clause in our prenup. Good for her. But the tablet." Oh, the tablet. Tara wasn't logged out of her email. I know I shouldn't have looked, but I'm human, and what I found was gold. Emails with Brett planning their escape. Emails with her dealer from before her arrest. Yeah, she was buying too, not just selling. Emails with 3 other guys she was talking to, each thinking they were her future. But the crown jewel? Emails with someone named Marcus from 6 months ago, discussing their baby and child support. Their baby. Did some math. 6 months ago plus 9 months, right around when Jamie was born. My 5-year-old son might not be mine. I threw up. Actually ran to the bathroom and threw up. Called my lawyer immediately. He said to get a paternity test ASAP but not to tell Tara yet. Let her think everything's normal while we gather evidence. Got the test done last week. Waiting for results. Looking at Jamie is killing me. He has my eyes. Everyone says so. But does he? Meanwhile, Tara's prison stint isn't going well. Got a call from the warden's office. She's been placed in solitary for fighting. Apparently she told everyone she was a political prisoner and her husband was connected to the police. Other inmates didn't appreciate the lies. She's allowed 1 phone call a week now. Calls her mom, who then calls me with demands. Put money in her commissary account. Bring the kids to visit. Write letters saying I forgive her. Drop the custody case, I don't respond anymore. Just document and forward to my lawyer. But the best part? Lisa, the sister, reached out privately, said she needs to tell me something important. We met for coffee. Tara's been stealing from our parents, she said. For years. They refinanced their house to pay for her first lawyer. She convinced them to invest in some business that never existed. They're about to lose everything. Why tell me? Because they're planning to fight for grandparent rights. Say you're unfit and they should have the kids. I wanted to warn you. They're about to be homeless and they want custody? They're delusional. Tara learned it somewhere. I thanked her for the heads up, added it to my lawyer's pile. Then yesterday, the DNA results came. Jamie is mine. The relief nearly knocked me over. He's mine, my son. But it doesn't erase the fact that Tara was cheating our entire marriage. Who knows how many others there were. The final straw came this morning. Letter from Tara. Not to me, to the kids. My lawyer had instructed all mail goes through him first. She'd written, "My babies, Daddy is keeping us apart because he's mean. When I get out, we'll run away together, just the 3 of us. We'll go somewhere Daddy can't find us and be happy. Don't tell him our secret. A imprisoned woman trying to convince my children to run away with her." That's it. We're filing for termination of parental rights. Attempted parental alienation, threatening kidnapping, psychological manipulation of minors. My lawyer says with this letter, we have a real shot. Tara wanted to take my kids and live with her boyfriend 4 hours away. Instead, she's living in a concrete box 23 hours a day, losing her kids forever, while her boyfriend's ex-wife drives his former truck and lives in his former house. Her parents are facing bankruptcy. Her sister won't speak to her. Her kids are in therapy. Her husband is done. Her freedom is gone. All because she thought she was above the law. Thought she could just take what she wanted. Thought there'd be no consequences. Turns out consequences don't care about what you think you deserve. Final update. This is the last update because the legal saga is finally over, and honestly, I need to close this chapter of my life. The termination of parental rights hearing was last month. Tara appeared via video again, this time with a different lawyer, a court-appointed one, since she'd burned through her money and her parents' money. The evidence was overwhelming. The letter telling the kids to run away with her, multiple disciplinary actions in prison, 5 fights, 2 contraband incidents, failed psychological evaluation, diagnosed with narcissistic personality disorder and antisocial traits, refusal to complete required parenting classes, continued threats against me in recorded jail calls. But what sealed it was her testimony. Her lawyer advised her to show remorse, take responsibility, promise to do better. Instead, she went on a rant about how I stole her children, how the system is corrupt, how Brett was her soulmate. Brett, who hasn't contacted her once since arrest. How she'll never stop fighting for her kids. How when she gets out, she'll make sure justice is served. The judge asked her one simple question. Mrs. Wells, do you take any responsibility for your current situation? Her response, I'm a victim of circumstance and a vindictive ex-husband. The judge terminated her rights. Complete severance. She's no longer their legal mother. Tara screamed so loud, they had to remove her from the video room again. Her mom fainted in court. Her dad walked out without a word. But here's the twist nobody saw coming. 2 weeks after the hearing, I get a call from the prison. Tara's in the hospital. She'd been hiding a pregnancy almost 5 months along. The fighting and stress triggered complications. Brett's? Nope. Remember those other guys she was emailing? One of them was a guard at the jail. Yeah, that kind of situation. The guard's been arrested. Tara's under investigation for her part. Was it consensual or coerced? The baby will go straight to foster care when born. Her parents, facing foreclosure, wanted me to take the baby. It's your children's sibling. No, just no. I'm not raising my ex-wife's prison affair baby. Lisa, the sister, texted me when she heard, I'm done, completely done, she's dead to me. Then she blocked everyone and moved across the country. Meanwhile, life has actually been good. Kids are thriving in therapy and school. Lily made the honor roll. Jamie started soccer and loves it. I got promoted, again, started dating a single mom from Lily's school, taking it very slow, bought a new house in a better school district. The kids don't ask about Tara anymore. Their therapist says they're processing well. We've removed all photos of her from the house at the therapist's recommendation. Clean break. Last week, I ran into Brett at a hardware store. He looked rough. Valerie really did take him for everything. He's living in a studio apartment, driving a 15-year-old Honda. How are the kids? He asked. They're great, living their best life. I'm sorry, man, for everything. I got played too. We all did, Brett, but we're not the ones in prison. He nodded and walked away. Almost felt bad for him. Almost. Yesterday was Lily's 8th birthday. Big party, lots of friends, huge cake. She pulled me aside during the party. Daddy, I'm happy. Yeah? Good birthday? No. I mean, I'm happy all the time now. It used to be scary sometimes, when Mommy was here, but now it's not scary anymore. My baby girl was living in fear and I didn't even know it. It's never gonna be scary again, baby. I promise. I know, you keep your promises. That night, after the kids were asleep, I sat on my porch with a beer. Thought about everything that happened. How a simple, I'm taking the kids to live with my boyfriend led to Tara in prison for 2+ years. Losing all parental rights. Pregnant by a prison guard. Under investigation for new crimes. Family destroyed. Boyfriend's marriage destroyed. Financial ruin for her parents. Complete isolation from everyone who loved her. All because she thought she was above the rules. Thought she could just take what she wanted. Thought her parole conditions were suggestions. I didn't ruin Tara's life. I just refused to let her ruin mine and my kids' lives. The rest, that's all on her. My lawyer called this morning. Tara's trying to appeal the termination from prison. He laughed. With a guard's baby in her belly and new charges pending, good luck with that. I'm done thinking about her. Done worrying about her next move. Done protecting my kids from her chaos. Because legally, she's nothing to us now. Just someone I used to know who made catastrophically bad choices. The kids and I are free. Really, truly free. And we're never looking back. Thanks for following this insane journey. I'm closing this account and moving on with our beautiful, terror-free life. Sometimes the trash takes itself out. You just have to be smart enough not to chase after it. My wife screamed at the party, "I know you're cheating. Everyone knows." I stayed calm. Really? Then I played the recording of her affair partner admitting their 8-month relationship. When the room went silent, I, 35 male, got played. Completely, thoroughly played. But here's the thing. I figured it out before she could finish the con. Been married 7 years, together 10. My wife works in marketing, I'm in software development. We both do well. Combined, we were pulling about 180 Qley. House is paid off. Inherited it from my grandfather 5 years ago. Life was good. Or I thought it was. Started noticing things about 3 months back. She was different. Not distant exactly, just off. Phone always face down. Working late became her default status. Weekend team building events that ran past midnight. Her work friend, the guy she'd mentioned maybe twice in 2 years, suddenly became the main character in every story. "Oh, he suggested this restaurant. He helped me with that presentation. He's so funny, you'd like him. I mentioned it once. You talk about him a lot." She looked at me like I'd grown a second head. "Are you serious right now? He's a colleague. God, you're so insecure." That shut me up. Nobody wants to be the jealous husband, so I swallowed it. Big mistake. She ramped up over the next month, started criticizing everything. My clothes were boring. My hobbies were childish. My friends were going nowhere in life. Little cuts, constantly. Then she moved to the guest room. "You snore and I have an important presentation." I don't snore. Never have. But I just let it happen. Kept thinking this was a phase, that she was stressed, that we'd get through it. One night she left her iPad in the home office, just sitting there unlocked. I wasn't snooping. I was looking for a charging cable. Saw a message notification pop up from him. "Miss you already. Tonight was amazing." My stomach dropped. Clicked it before I could stop myself. Months of messages, explicit photos, plans, conversations about me, how clueless I was, how easy this was. One message stood out. "When are you finally leaving him?" Her response, "Soon. Need to set things up right. Can't leave without getting what I deserve." Sat there staring at that screen for maybe an hour. Just processing. She wasn't having a crisis. She was running a con. Didn't confront her. Didn't yell or throw things or do any of the dramatic stuff you see in movies. Just took screenshots. Backed everything up to a cloud account she didn't know about. Then put the iPad back exactly where I found it. Spent the next week watching her. Really watching. Noticed things I'd been too stupid to see before. She was building a narrative, picking fights about nothing. Telling her friends I was controlling. Posting passive-aggressive stuff on Facebook about knowing your worth. She was setting me up. My brother does corporate law, but he knows people. Called him, explained the situation. He got me a consultation with a divorce attorney. The lawyer was blunt. "She's planning something. The fact that she's still playing house while having an affair and building a case against you, that's calculated. Document everything. Don't tip your hand." Opened my own bank account. Moved half of our shared savings into it, my legal right. Made sure all my important documents were somewhere safe. Got copies of the house deed, my grandfather's will, everything proving the house was mine. Then I just waited. 2 weeks later, she announced we were throwing an anniversary party. 7 years. "We need to celebrate. Let's do it big." This from a woman who'd forgotten our last 2 anniversaries. Who was currently sleeping in another room. Who'd spent the previous month telling me I wasn't good enough. Red flags everywhere. "Sure," I said. "Sounds great." She lit up, invited everyone, her family, my family, all our friends, her entire work crew, wanted 40 people minimum. That's when I knew. This was her stage. She was gonna blow up our marriage in front of everyone and paint me as the villain. Fine, 2 can play. Called the guy. Got his number from her phone while she was in the shower. He answered on the 3rd ring. "Hey man, this is my wife's husband." Dead silence. "I know about you two. I'm not calling to threaten you or anything. I just want to understand what I'm dealing with before I file for divorce." He stammered, tried to hang up. I kept my voice calm. "Look, she's planning something. I can feel it. I just want to know what I'm walking into." Man to man. Something about that approach worked, or maybe he felt guilty, or maybe he was just stupid. Can we meet? We met at a coffee shop. I recorded everything on my phone. One-party consent state, completely legal. He told me everything. Started 8 months ago. Conference in another state. They'd been flirting before that, but that's when it got physical. Meeting up twice a week since then. Tuesday evenings and Saturday afternoons. She told me you were emotionally abusive, that you controlled her money and isolated her from friends. None of that's true. He shifted uncomfortably. I'm starting to see that. She's been intense lately, talking about the divorce like it's a chess game. Said she needed to make you look bad so the settlement would favor her. How? She wanted witnesses. Said she was going to confront you publicly about cheating, which you're apparently not doing, and that you'd either admit it or get violent. Either way, she'd have proof you were unstable. My blood ran cold. When? The anniversary party. Said it was the perfect setup. I thanked him, left. Went home and edited the recording down to the important parts. Made sure it was ready to play through our Bluetooth speaker. The party rolled around fast. She spent the whole day getting ready. Hair, makeup, new dress. Looked great, probably for his benefit. Guests started showing up early evening. Everyone mingling, drinking, having a good time. My parents brought champagne. Her parents brought a gift. Friends brought cards. Normal anniversary party stuff. He arrived late. They barely acknowledged each other, but I saw it. The look. The electricity. They thought they were slick. After about an hour of socializing, she clinked her glass. Speech time. Thank you all for coming. 7 years is a real milestone, and I wanted everyone here to celebrate. Everyone smiled, raised glasses. I stood next to her like a good husband. Then her whole energy shifted. But I can't keep pretending. Her voice cracked, really selling it. I can't keep living a lie. The room went quiet, people sensing drama. She turned to me. I know you've been cheating. My mom gasped. Her dad's face went red. Everyone just stared. I've seen the messages, the late nights, the secretive calls. I'm done pretending we're happy when you're out there with someone else. She was crying now, full performance. Her sister moved to her side. Her mom started crying too. This was it, her big moment, public humiliation, witnesses to my guilt. I looked at her, stayed calm. Really? Don't you dare deny it. She was really going now. Everyone here knows something was wrong. The way you've been acting. Distant. Cold. You've checked out of this marriage. Interesting. Pulled out my phone, connected to the Bluetooth speaker sitting on the mantel. Because I've been completely faithful. But since we're airing everything out in front of everyone, hit play. His voice filled the room. Crystal clear. Look, man. I'm sorry. It started 8 months ago at the conference. She went white. Actually stumbled backward. We've been seeing each other twice a week, Tuesdays and Saturdays. She said you never noticed. People were turning to look at her now. The shift was instant. She's been planning this divorce for months, wanted to make sure she got a good settlement. Something about making you look bad at a public event so the divorce would favor her. I stopped the recording. The silence was suffocating. Everyone stared at her. You recorded him? That's illegal. One-party consent state, completely legal. Unlike adultery, which actually does affect divorce settlements here. Her dad walked out, just left. Her mom stood there frozen, tears stopped mid-cry. Her work friends who'd been comforting her backed away like she was radioactive. You set me up, she hissed. No, you set me up. I just came prepared. There's a difference. Looked around the room. Sorry everyone, didn't want it to go down like this. But she was right about one thing. The lying is over. Walked to the door. Stopped. Oh, and I filed for divorce this morning. You'll be served Monday. Might want to find somewhere else to stay. Left my own party. Drove to my brother's place. Phone blew up. Mostly support. Few angry messages from her and her mom. Blocked them all. That was a month ago. Update 1. The fallout has been absolutely insane. Day after the party, my brother helped me change every lock on the house. She showed up that afternoon. Tea didn't work. Started pounding. Used the Ring camera. Your stuff will be ready to pick up this weekend. You can't kick me out of my own house. Actually, it's my house. Inherited it before we were married. Never added your name to the deed. Check with a lawyer. She stood there screaming for maybe 30 minutes. Neighbors definitely heard. Documented all of it. She got served at work. Apparently made a huge scene. The guy was there, super awkward. Her lawyer called my lawyer, started aggressive about the house, about spousal support, about everything. My lawyer shut it down fast. Did your client mention the 8-month affair? The recorded confession? The 40 witnesses? Long silence. Then, we'll be in touch. Her mom called from a different number. How could you humiliate her like that? She tried to humiliate me first. She just had bad intel. She made a mistake. She had an 8-month affair and planned to publicly destroy me to get a better divorce settlement. That's not a mistake. That's a con. Hung up. Blocked the number. Then it got weird. Came home from work one day to find her inside the house. She'd broken in through a bathroom window, just sitting on the couch like nothing happened. We need to talk. You need to leave. You're trespassing. This is my home. No, it's my house. You broke in. That's a crime. Leave or I'm calling the cops. She tried the crying thing. Please, can't we just talk? I ended it with him. We can fix this. No. What do you mean no? Don't you love me? I loved who I thought you were. That person doesn't exist. You're someone who cheated, lied, and tried to destroy me. That's not fixable. You're not getting away with this. That recording is illegal. Already confirmed it's not. Try again. She stood up, face twisted with anger. Fine, but I'm taking everything. Half the house, half your retirement, spousal support for life. You'll be paying me forever. House is mine. Inherited property. Your affair affects alimony. Good luck. She grabbed her purse and left. Slammed the door so hard a picture fell off the wall. Called a locksmith immediately. Upgraded everything. Added window locks, new security system. Spent about $900 total. Worth every penny. Next day got an email from HR at her company. She'd filed a complaint that I was harassing her by having her served at work. Had a call with them. Explained the situation. Mentioned the affair with her coworker. Sent them the recording. HR went silent. We weren't aware of that relationship. That violates our workplace conduct policy. Thought you should know. Few days later, both of them got fired. Strict no fraternization policy, especially for people who report to the same division head. She texted from another number. You got me fired? I'm suing you. I answered HR's questions. You violated company policy. Not my problem. She's currently crashing with her sister. The sister who barely talks to her now after hearing the whole story. Can't imagine that's going well. But the best part came last week. Remembered the car she drives is actually titled in my name. She'd had bad credit when we got together and I bought it for her. Been making the $380 payment for 5 years. Title never left my name. Called my lawyer. Can I sell her car? Is it titled to you? Yes, then it's your car. Do what you want. Drove it to a dealership. Sold it for $8,400. Not great, but it was paid off. She texted, where is my car? My car. I sold it. Title is in my name. You can't do that. Just did. Lawyer says it's legal. Better start saving. The screaming voicemail she left was truly something. Sent it to my lawyer as evidence of harassment. Her lawyer sent a nasty email about the car. My lawyer sent back the title paperwork and essentially told them to kick rocks. Last I heard, she's borrowing her sister's car. That relationship must be getting real strained. Update 2. Divorce is almost done. Moving faster than expected because she keeps running out of money for lawyers. She's on her 3rd attorney. First one quit after she screamed at him in his office. Second one dropped her after she refused to accept reality about the house. Third one is basically just trying to get her to take the settlement offer. House is confirmed mine, separate property, that's locked in. Retirement split favors me because of the affair. I'm keeping about 65% of the marital portion. She wanted $3,000 a month in spousal support. My lawyer offered $500 a month for 18 months. We'll probably settle around $800 to $900 for a couple of years. Sucks, but it's temporary. She tried to claim I forced her to quit her job, which is hilarious because she got fired for the affair. Judge didn't buy it. Her lawyer tried to argue the car sale was financial abuse. My lawyer showed the title, the payment history showing I'd made every single payment, and the judge actually rolled his eyes. It was his car. He can sell his own property. Next issue. The real entertainment was her trying to claim the party recording was revenge porn or something. Her lawyer looked embarrassed even bringing it up. Your Honor, my client believes the recording was meant to humiliate. It was a recording of her affair partner admitting to an affair at a party where she was actively trying to frame her husband as a cheater. That's not revenge porn, that's evidence. Denied. Outside court, she tried the remorse angle. I'm sorry. Really, we had 7 good years. Doesn't that mean anything? You had 8 months of lying. We're done. Can't we at least be friends? No. You're really going to throw away everything we built? You already did that. I'm just cleaning up the mess. Her mom was there too, still giving me death stares. Don't care. My life has actually gotten way better. Got a promotion at work, pays about $15,000 more per year. Happened after the divorce filing, so it doesn't factor into the settlement. Timing worked out perfect. Paid off my car with money I've saved, not funding 2 people. That $380 car payment I'd been making for her goes straight into investments now. Started playing basketball again. Something I quit because she said it was immature for a married man. Joined a rec league, having a blast. The house feels like mine now. Painted the bedroom, got new furniture, bought that gaming setup I'd been wanting. Turns out spending money on things that make you happy isn't wasteful. Dating a bit, nothing serious. Just coffee here and there. Remembering what it's like when someone is actually interested in you. My brother and I are closer. We grab dinner weekly. Sometimes we talk about it, sometimes we don't. Mom still calls to check in, just making sure you're okay. I'm good, Mom. Really, I'm proud of how you handled this. A lot of men would have lost it. Wasn't gonna give her the satisfaction. Found out through mutual friends that she's a mess. Still job hunting, living with her sister in a 1-bedroom apartment. They're apparently fighting constantly. The guy stopped talking to her after they both got fired. Guess the affair wasn't that serious when real consequences showed up. She's telling people I trapped her in an abusive marriage and ruined her career. The 40 people at the party know the truth. Everyone else can believe what they want. Final update: divorce is done. Signed, sealed, finalized. Final terms: house, mine. Retirement: I keep 65% of marital portion. Spousal support: $850 a month for 24 months. Her debt: her problem. My debt, my problem. She signed last week. It's over. She sent one final text: hope you're happy. You destroyed my life. Thought about ignoring it, then decided she deserved one last response. I didn't destroy anything. I just refused to be your victim. Big difference. Blocked the number. Blocked her everywhere. Done. Her life according to the grapevine. Still unemployed. Still fighting with her sister. Family barely talks to her. The guy wants nothing to do with her. She's been posting vague stuff on social media about narcissists and emotional abuse. The comments are mostly people who weren't at the party. The ones who were, they know better. My life? Honestly great. Refinanced some investments with my promotion raise. That spousal support stings, but it ends in 2 years. I'll survive. House is completely redecorated. Got rid of everything that reminded me of her. New couch, new bedroom set, new everything. Still playing basketball, still seeing friends, still working on myself in therapy. Started dating someone casually. She knows the whole story. Thinks the party thing was the coldest move she's ever heard. Meant it as a compliment. My brother said it best: she tried to play chess and you flipped the board. Pretty much. The financial hit from the divorce is real but manageable. Legal fees were about $9,000. Spousal support is $850 a month for 2 years. That's $20,400 total. Expensive lesson, but worth it. I'm in a way better place than she is. I have my job, my house, my income, my dignity. She has her sister's couch and excuses. People ask if I feel guilty about how public it got. No. She chose that venue. She invited those people. She planned that confrontation. I just changed the ending. The recording was legal. The evidence was real. The consequences were hers. Would I have preferred a private conversation where she was honest? Obviously. But that was never on the table. She was running a con from day one. I just stopped playing. Do I miss being married? Sometimes. I miss having a partner, someone to share life with, but I don't miss her. I miss what I thought we had, which apparently never existed. That's the hardest part. 7 years of my life built on a foundation she'd been undermining for at least 8 months, maybe longer. But I'm not bitter, just wiser. Next relationship, if there is one, I'll be smarter, more aware, less willing to ignore red flags. For now I'm good. House is mine, job is great, friends are solid, family is supportive. She's someone else's problem now. Actually, she's her own problem now. And me? I'm just a guy who showed up to his anniversary party with receipts. No regrets. Life's too short to stay with people who treat you like a mark. Moving forward. Self-respect intact. And that empty house feels more like home than it ever did with her in it.